Hello, Sam from Solid State Logic here. In this video, we're going to explore some of our users' favourite features of the SSL Live platform. It may be different to consoles you've mixed on previously, and you might not yet know why it is sometimes good to be different. SSL Live carries the DNA of 40 years of true expertise in sound production, and engineers tell us that the audio performance is unlike any other console in the live market. We've taken the ultra-pristine, super analog microphone preamps from our legendary studio consoles and used them as the front end to our live platform, allowing us to capture every performance as true to source as possible. Our preamps are matched with high-end A to D conversion, so what goes into the console is clean and ready to sculpt. Headroom is something else that engineers tell us is a strong point of the system. This is managed in our proprietary, patented 96 kHz 64-bit floating point Tempest audio engine, which has incredible power and flexibility. Every step of processing in the Tempest engine adds only one sample of latency, and you can manage and tweak the signal flow through every path on the console individually. Reordering the EQ, compressor, gate, all-pass filter, the two insert points, and even the fader in each channel strip is a simple drag and drop operation. Naturally, you need more than just one choice of flavour when choosing audio processing, so all of the SSL Live consoles have an inbuilt set of effects racks to complement the precise sound of the console. A broad mix of effects and audio tools are available without patching into third-party systems, and with up to 96 effects slots, it would only be the most challenging of shows or users who find a way to stretch the internal capacity. All of this adds up to a console system that feels and sounds as close to analog SSL as possible. SSL Live consoles don't restrict you to a fixed architecture of this many input channels and this many output buses, and the desks in the range offer increasingly flexible configuration options. Our consoles give engineers the choice of how to configure the DSP paths inside of the show file, or even insert them on the fly without audio dropout or reboot. These paths are the building blocks for designing and configuring your SSL Live show file, and can be configured as channels, AUXes, stems, or masters. For complex shows where large numbers of AUXes, broadcast feeds, and master outputs are required, the engineer is not limited by a rigid architecture. With up to 288 audio paths currently available on an L550, the SSL Live range of consoles offer all the power needed for modern touring acts. In fact, the ease and flexibility for configuration and mixing is one of the most common comments we get from engineers. The SSL Layer Manager uses a simple drag-and-drop interface for setting up each of the independent fader tiles. Each tile has 12 faders with 5 layers and 5 banks per layer. There are no restrictions on what can be placed where on the SSL fader tiles. Users are free to combine channels, AUXes, stems, VCAs, and even masters on a single fader tile if required. This adds up to 300 faders per tile that can be assigned to any path as many times as you want in any layout you require. Our query feature allows you to quickly interrogate your signal flow and gives you the ability to see where a channel was routed to, what is feeding a bus, or which channels are controlled by a VCA. A single press on the desired path will quickly hijack the other fader tiles to show master and contribution levels in a way that suits your workflow. Query can also be used to assign paths into other paths. Quickly adding a group of channels to a stem, for example, is like having flip-to faders on everything. Another benefit of the SSL platform is that we provide a unified operator interface across all consoles within the Live range. The L550, the L350, the L200 and L100 surfaces, as well as the remote tiles and our offline editor Salsa, all use the same hardware and operating system in different configurations, meaning that if you can use one, you can use them all. As an added bonus, we can also use any SSL Live surface or Salsa system as an expander to an existing SSL Live console, providing extra mix faders at front of house, a second mix position for presenter mics, or even a remote position for a broadcast feed. Interoperability is also an important feature of the SSL Live platform. We can take a show file saved on any model and load it into any other SSL console without conversion, without a laptop app, and without hassle. Compatibility mode makes scaling up or scaling down your show simple for the engineer when moving between console sizes. A simple browser window allows users to choose what resources may need to be reassigned and which are not required for smaller shows. SSL consoles talk MADI, and our consoles can have up to 16 local MADI ports. In addition, they can be fitted with SSL's blacklight optical connection for festival or stadium shows, where cable runs are long and input counts are very high. We also talk Dante and are the only company to offer high channel count Dante connections of up to 288 channels down a single network cable into your switches and wider audio over IP system. All consoles also have a sensible number of local AES I/O which can be supplemented on stage with additional stage boxes if required. These features only scratch the surface of what SSL Live is capable of. Head to our website to find out more and download our Salsa software to get an idea of what you'll be using next time you're behind an SSL. Alternatively, contact your local SSL representative. Thanks for watching.